Hey, you guys, this is the Authentic Empress. There's definitely someone here who either they're realizing or they didn't realize that they were actually trauma bonded um, to some individuals here, or to a situation, to a group. Um, and there's a lot of confusion about these bonds that they have with these people because there's this attachment, this attached energy. So whether that be intimacy of these people just spending a lot of time together ritualistically, like whether they meet up, like this is kind of like going to church every Sunday, like, and those people you develop bonds with at church, and let's say um, you guys are kind of bonding over wanting a space where you feel accepted and um, loved, like, but accepted by a group, or just because you have love and gaslight, and then trauma bond, cult leader, and then jealous in the reverse. It's like somebody's caught, somebody's like stuck in an energy where they're envious over you because you really are this oracle energy, right? You got empath and oracle. So you're like real deal this energy, right? But this is somebody, or this is an energy that tried to create scenarios, or may have even like spoken like in a shady manner, um, but try to trigger you or make you envy them. It's like they wanted to swap that jealousy, envy energy. They wanted to be envied and admired by you, but instead, um, it's this energy being envious of you. So there's heavy projection here. There's stalking, watching, evil eye energy here, and gossip, because the thing about this jealous card, even though it's an eye, it's also a mouth, right? So there's definitely some snake energy, like somebody snaking you, or yeah. Um, so if we're being completely honest, this card, even though this person radiates a light, it's not giving divine energy. It's just not. Um, and the fact that the head of the snakes are at the bottom of their cloak and their tails are at the top. Hmm. Somebody's depressed. This person could be um there's something about like a deep void, or the reason why this person got finessed into this leadership position, where they are made to feel like they really are a true divine high priestess. They were gullible. Like, I know that sounds cliche, but they were gullible. They were naive, especially with all this green here. And it was something about a longing, um, a yearning. Again, I guess that's just for that acceptance. It's something about a guarantee that a guarantee of these people always being there. And I feel what somebody envies about you is that you have been going through tough cycles where people kind of get swapped out and left behind. And it's not that you know, are intentionally wanting to leave people behind. Like, it's like I feel like both of you guys are met with similar scenarios and temptations, um, as being somebody intuitively inclined. Let's say this person is intuitively inclined, and you're going to be tempted. You get what I'm saying? Like, to, it's kind of like, okay, you're one of those pastors of a mega church, and the fact that you have such a huge audience physically and, you know, digitally, that could, you know, that may cause a person to swell, like, you know, their ego, and you know, they may really feel like when they're in the room with another prophet that they're better. It's their So now spirit is showing me the two individuals at the church, the guy that was praying and repenting on his knees, and the rich man. I guess it was like a poor man and a rich man. And the rich man kind of felt entitled that his prayer was more deserving of being heard and answered because, you know, his status and, you know, and all that. But it was the humility of the poor guy that, you know, it was authentic, you know, and that's what it's about. That, like, that's the core of it. Like, it's something about people getting caught up in like all these surface, you know, traits or distractions, right? That are very very like malleable substances. Like, I feel like this is how I feel like, y'all, unfortunately, I feel like we're viewed like by satanic energy. I feel like we're literally viewed as like little ingredients, and just like how when someone's conjuring something, and you know, and they have a cauldron and they put all these little ingredients together to create some. I feel like this is the mechanical, like the mechanism of Satan when it comes to us. Just like how we see it reflected, like in, you know, pharmaceutical industries and countries, in our country, um, hospitals. You know, we're not strangers to people, you know, carrying out certain operations without consent. So it's literally like that. Like, your spirit, your life, like kind of taking your life, and these people wanting to treat it like some type of like science project or some shit. Like, I don't know, because there's an energy of reward if these people successfully cause some type of misfortune for you. Like, there's an energy of reward, or even if it's like internal reward, like feeling powerful, a false sense of, you know, power or perception. Um, but yeah, so this is even giving that. Look, Starseed, I shuffled just now. But this is even giving, okay, cult leader. So there's a cult of individuals um, that's evil eyeing and gossiping, or they're speaking some type of energy that's um, motivated by jealousy and envy, and they're also monitoring you. Like, there's monitoring spirits present in this energy heavily. So love and gaslight. This is somebody who could have gaslit you with the illusion of love. Um, it's something about you guys, like, having to really, really pay attention to those individuals that start moving weird. Like, when you share something vulnerable with them, and I feel like there's something in that moment. Like, and look, and then you got Starseed and stay in your lane. So these people, they don't come close to. On my way home, I saw a snake. So it's raining. It was raining really, really hard. So it was damn near like a puddle, like flooded out the sidewalk. And when I stepped up though to the first step, the snake kind of just slithered, like literally, like he went like this. So I seen his body, like he shot this direction, that direction, and boom through the grass. And even though it was dark outside and he's black, I literally seen everywhere he went, in the water, outside of the water, in the grass high enough to cover his body, I still can see him. And to me, you know, that was just like, okay, it's confirmation that it's something about somebody wanting to like come off like they want to intimidate you. Somebody goes out of their way to show that they're not intimidated by you. Um, yeah, that's what it's giving. But it's like, but when you step in though with your light and your anointing, it's like whatever bravado, like people say, like whatever that um that they think they have towards you, bro, it goes away. That's one thing. They dial down a lot. Two, you see that they're a snake. Like you see exactly what they are. This is giving moon energy. Friday the 13th, I was channeling people experience so much confusion and heavy like illusion that they begin to doubt the reality of death magic, the fact that people truly do abuse that, and war magic. People actually abuse it. And this is not just in your intimate or direct circles or groups or communities. Like, this is, like a war waged on the bulk of us, and then you have those people who recognize how it's being done collectively, or you tap in, you seek out the information, like to figure it out and figure out where it's being done, how and by who. Like, you have those of us who do our due diligence, or we just naturally align with the information, because of our algorithm, not just our algorithm on the internet, but in general, like our frequency, like in general. I'm saying you could channel that conversation just being out and about because of your frequency. You know, like it really affects your everyday for real, like your every move and even like the events that occur to a degree. It does. Um, so for example, let's say somebody's in a very toxic frequency, or in a frequency of harm or whatever. It's like you can't control nothing about that person. However, the spiritual electricity that we carry, we can still manipulate and kind of shape like the energy for real, like in the environment. You know, and kind of like tune it out, literally, like literally, not you just blocking something out, but with your frequency you can kind of like tune out a frequency that's inferior. Yeah. But yeah, self-care. So somebody wanted you to be viewed as like basic, simple, simplistic. Somebody wanted to keep you at a level where you wouldn't really be able to upgrade for real. So this is talking about attacking your stability, attacking your emotional security, like even attacking your physicalities, like glamour magic, or sending you ugly spells, or just so envious of it, seeing you and being triggered by you looking nice, and like attacking you in their mind almost like uncontrollably because of a deep subconscious like wound, so that's been left unresolved. Y'all, it's really the same thing. Like, it's repetitive energy. And again, all this stuff is easier said than done. You're gonna hear it from different people. You're gonna hear it from your intimate talks with God, from yourself, right? But it's really easier said than done. And those who resonate are gonna resonate because, for example, I've been given a revelation. I've seen plenty of proof that satanic energy is very predictable. Like, there's definitely a lack of creativity. It's more so copycat energy because Satan longs to replace and be like the divine. So he really bites off the divine and tries to create his own thing out of it and call it his. It's kind of like that, like trying to steal the patent from the original innovator or inventor. It's giving that energy. And so yeah, we experience that a lot in our communities, like, and just people amongst us. Like, you're either gonna have people who get lost in trying to understand, like, why do I feel this adoration towards this person, and what do I do with it, you know That's like me being inspired by Maya Angelou and her story about how she went mute all those years. You get what I'm saying? We talking about Maya Angelou. We know what she's become. We know who she is. We know how sanctified, sacred, authentic, and raw she is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I may reflect that and admire that about her and her discipline and ability to do that, especially when you're given the purpose to, speak, right? Um, but that don't mean like I'm just gonna try to become her. Like, no, but I can apply, some of the things that she's done in my own way, but not trying to just completely swap destinies or just drain her of her identity, at the expense of my own. No, like, how would you know what the world needs or what a certain community or environment needs if you just don't allow yourself to fully blossom as you like? And because you might be what's the next thing that's needed. So it's like authenticity is just so, it's a very sacred thing. Look, this is how you think. You hear I'm talking? I think it's very neutral, but you talking like that with that childlike like and that hope and just this positive this chemical way of viewing the world, like, and being able to derive like spiritual solutions. Can you get down, please? 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 Get down. Thank you. You have people who still look at you like this, like you some type of bitch. Um, mm, yeah. Oh my God, these people are trolling you. Like, there's okay. So these people in this group, it's not in your head. There's been heavy like illusion magic to make you question what you've been picking up on, but it's not in your head. Like, look at, you got troll, and then you got privilege, fashion witch. So these are people who think you're very stylish and you stand out, you're noticeable. Okay, so they find you to be fashionable, but it's like they troll you as a result. They troll you. Like, you got privilege, fashion witch, stay in your lane, narcissist, bitch, and starseed, all to like what? So at this point, there's an existence of okay, you moving in a way, and maybe it really is affecting and impacting people, and because you're so focused on your journey, um let's say you're stepping on some toes, and the adjustments don't necessarily require you to really um do a lot or have to simp or anything like that. That's cool, but if they're wanting you to change or reshape or refine your authentic identity, like your authenticity, like what's already authentically being expressed from you, and just because it triggers them, even though it's in its divine state, you're in your authenticity is in its divine state. If they want you to modify stuff like that, details about you, or try to force you to modify, or try to force you into some type of modification by attacking certain areas of your life, like, that's some wild ass shit. And then you got red flag. So somebody's in danger. Somebody's in danger. Somebody's in danger. Endangered. Something's endangered in regards to these people. And it has something to do with their legacy. I was already picking up on this, but this there's somebody who felt like they was the unicorn, but when they came in contact with you, um, which it goes beyond physicalities, it goes beyond looks, okay, and it goes beyond like the attention that you get. I feel like that's another like confusing factor too. Like people confuse, you know, someone who doesn't get like as much attention or a certain type of attention. They try to demote that person or these people themselves and just totally override and disregard how where God has that person ranked just because they may not receive the level of attention that humans think an individual should receive to be held on a certain pedestal or respected, right? And that's where people be fucking up at a lot because they be fucking up their own past, by this karma that they're collecting because they don't realize when they are in alignment with this individual. Okay, let's think about Yeshua and Jesus. Okay, like even though you're doing the right thing and this person or these people may even witness you doing something good, okay, um it's something about, at the end of the day, it's still peculiar, it's still different, it's still strange, and it's also a level that they don't see themselves on, or they may feel like they have more difficulty um, with their faith, for example. It's something about when it's more than one individual, a certain group, or this grouping begins of these people wanting to um, chastise you or ridicule you, whatever the case may be. Um, it's something about an individual amongst this group, I guess this cult leader energy. Um, they're willing to side with these individuals, kind of throwing shade your way because it kind of illuminates them more. Like it makes them appear more illuminated in the situation. Like because even though the shade, the darkness, that's cloaking your energy is coming from envy and jealousy that you have nothing to do with, that's out of your control. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this person still benefits from these people, like throwing this shade or projecting this shady energy towards you. This other person, this cult leader or this leadership person, okay? It doesn't have to be a literal like cult leader, like you see the people like in in the robes and stuff, but it's somebody with a position of leadership over a group or a community that is a cult leader. If they have some type of influence over these people, that is a cult leader. They're leading a group of people, okay, um, in a way that influences their behavior. So this is somebody um, who has some type of power or influence in this group, but they're in the shadows. They're triggered. In the shadows, they're triggered. And it's like someone feels boxed in, or it's something about somebody's boxed in regards to their spiritual expansion, especially when it comes to their discernment. There's some type of like It's literally like closed-mindedness. Somebody's mind is closed-minded because of what's attached to them or what they're attached to. That's dark, of a dark nature. So projecting this darkness towards you is supposed to bring you down to their level, okay, where they feel less like you're more superior in rank over them. So all this, you know, subtle plots and passive little schemes and stuff that these people have been doing, um, this darkness was supposed to overwhelm you. Like, it's supposed to hit you with so much of it, all different kind of ways, different type of stuff, all different areas, whatever, whichever will work, whichever will work. We gonna attack. We gonna hit them there, right? Um, but I'm getting like that you're at this little vampire. I feel I'm getting you're at this point where you're just like, okay, so what's next? At this, what else gonna happen? Goddamn, like I don't even fucking care no more. What, what happened? Oh, they did that too. Damn, that's crazy. You said what? Okay, bet. All right, bet. Like it's getting to that point. It's getting to that point. So this could be a narcissist, um, targeting a star seed, or something about a trauma bond between a star seed and a narcissist, or someone trying to. So you're getting something back. So this is in regards to some type of inheritance, like even if it's just like your unique qualities, like you inheriting like something very unique. um Somebody was definitely tugging on that, trying to drain from that. Yeah, they was feeding off that. I guess they was feeding off of it through the gaslight energy, like the love, like. So this is somebody who presented themselves like under some type of like guise, because this cult leader, he's illuminated with light. So this person presented themselves like they were a good influence on you. Um, Shit, they could have. This could have been somebody who flatters you, pay a lot of attention to you. So this is definitely somebody who does pay a lot of attention. They pay attention, and the reason why they pay so much attention and the reason why they try to get so close was because it's like they needed to dethrone this energy, like to soothe their self-esteem, their pride. Wow. And then you have the legend. Legend. Stay in your lane. Legendary. This legendary energy, okay, somebody's like, even if this person is effective in what they do, there's an energy here of like someone, somebody wanted to get out my you gotta move, bro. Don't do it again. Somebody wanted to reduce you from this legendary energy, like this reputation, or how you're viewed, or whatever. Somebody wanted to reduce you from this legendary, like, frequency or path that you're on to, um, simp. Okay, wanted you to not speak your truth, or wanted you to, reduce to a very generic version. Um, Generic. What's the other word? Mediocre, right? Opposed to, ooh, opposed to this authentic energy. Yeah. I know what happened. Give me one moment. I thought the storm had knocked the lights out. I actually turned the light out by accident. I'm gonna end the video here, and I'm gonna just do